Hello. If you're watching this, that means you are watching the replay. So type hashtag replay, and if you're hopping on, I'm going to wait for a few minutes and then let's cover all things about makeup for today. And I know the whole week we covered different concepts with just what is the just CCTM with me concealer, just CCTM to powder, pearlaser with foundation, and so many other things. So now I want to cover most of the things quickly. That way it is like a quick run through of every products this week. So this week the makeup week. Hi Soumya, good morning. I know morning was hard for you guys, but since it was little elaborate video, and I thought I can show, even though we don't have much sunlight today, it is a little bit rainy day here, but I wanted to cover the main concepts so that before the makeup week ends Sunday, you will have time to grab, and how you will be able to find the right things for you. So the first thing I always start with is two things, like priming my face with silk. You have seen that I've been using this sachet for the whole week. It is almost 5th day and I still have left. So you know how much you are going to use when it comes to Senegen's products, because always start very small, because you don't need a lot. These products are highly concentrated. As I always iterate, there is no fillers used here, because sometimes we get the marketing gimmicks of having the bottle bigger, assuming that it's going to work. Sometimes it's not that case, because they will have animal byproducts just to as a filler to make it look big. Here most of our products are highly concentrated, and you will start very small, whether it's shadow sense or blush and all. I have always get a question, oh, this tube is little very small, but you can see I have used it tons of times, and you can see my bottle is almost the same, because that's how much you will use for every time. I know this is a busy morning for everybody, but I want you to go through and watch it in replay if you can. So I always like to apply the silk a little bit. Hi Gautami, thank you for hopping on. A little bit early, that way I get like 10-15 minutes to set. Today I am going to just do it along with it, because what silk is going to do is, silk is our pore and wrinkle minimizer. It's going to give a nice flawless base when the foundation or CCTM is going to go over, and you can use silk even the day you don't use foundation or CCTM, any makeup in general, because it's part of our skincare. It's going to help reducing the pore size and also reducing the wrinkles in a long go. So that's the first product, and it's included in the makeup week, and this comes in samples. I know many products, people always ask me, like, does it come in samples, like for example eyeshadow or lip sense, blush, concealer. Those are not in sample size. So I will let you know which and all you can try in samples before you buy. So the next thing I also like to use is our lip voluminizer. Until I'm going to get ready, I like to use it, because I think I already mentioned it once. In other when you use other makeup products, people always use a lip balm to hydrate your lips until you get ready and apply lipsticks. But with Senegen's products, you cannot use the lip balm along with lip sense, because lip balm will start to break the color. So here you don't use it. Instead, I like to use the lip voluminizer. That way the lip will get nicely moisturized, and also it makes it little plumpier, just to fill it in. So I like to use it either at my nighttime or before I get ready. So that's the first step I did. And the second thing I'm going to do is my color correction. So here I'm going to use terracotta blush sense. Based on how to color correct myself, you can see I have a little bit of dark circles around, and I can also color correct around my nose or anywhere where I have little bit of darkness going on. And you don't, it depends on what is it, like how dark it is. So it's not going to be the same for everybody. If your dark circles are really dark, I mean very dark and more place to cover, then you will be using cherry, which is our next one, because if you see the color wheel, orange and red will correct the black. Otherwise, when you go over and use the foundation or CCTM, it will turn ashy. That's the reason we use the color correction here. So you can see how much I have used. This is more than enough for me to color correct. Here it is, I will show, and these are my leftovers from the whole week. You can reuse the both sides, so I like to reuse how much ever possible. So I'm going to just take a tiny bit and I will apply here. You can use your fingers to just blend it in, or you can use your foundation brush. Anything is fine. What this does is it's going to color correct the I would say like the black dark circles here. You can use on top and bottom too. So depending on how dark or how much it is, you will color correct there. And similar way, if you have redness, you will use our green concealer. To me, I use green concealer with a little bit of Mystic Mask to color correct. That's how I will use. Hi Kitty, good morning. Thank you for hopping on. I know this will look little weird until you color correct, but that's how you are going to do. So color correction is very important step if you feel like you are what is it, like if you have dark circles, and if your CCTM or foundation is looking ashy, then obviously it's time for you to color correct. And always start small. Blush is little bit thinner consistency, so you need to give it some time for it to settle down until you do. I can also do a little bit here because that will again help to color correct the black on top of my lids too. So today I'm not talk most about my what is it, like eye look and other things, because we already did 1 week of eye looks and lip look and all. So today we are mostly concentrating on talking about coverage, contouring, because yesterday even Shalini messaged about contouring and highlighting and all. So that's what we are going to do today. And so I will let it sit for a few minutes, and I can also cover wherever I have a little bit of breakouts or anything. That way when the CCTM or anything goes on top, this will cover. Hi Harshini, thank you so much for hopping on. I know it's morning. I was debating because I wasn't sure how much it's going to rain today here in Charlotte. Charlotte gets more rain during spring months, so even next whole week it's going to rain. But then I thought, okay, morning will make me do it, elaborate and cover most of the concepts I'm talking about. That way you guys can go back and watch it. I know I always struck. Today it was Nangai oil, because this one again I wanted to talk about. For people who have dry skin, the other tip is to use Nangai oil to mix with foundation. I'm going to show it in both the hands. That way you can see the difference between just using a foundation versus using foundation mixed with Nangai oil, because Nangai oil has a lot of triglycerides. So it is like 97% of 94 to 97% of triglycerides. So it's going to be so moisturizing. So let me start with CCTM for me. So now that I color corrected, I like to use, because I like light to medium coverage. I'm not a heavy coverage person. So if you are a light coverage person, then you will start with CCTM. If you want medium coverage, then you can mix any concealer of your choice which matches your skin tone with CCTM. And you can also mix our powder or pearlizer with CCTM, so they all will increase the CCTM's coverage from light to medium. And if you want heavy coverage, then you will do CCTM, let it sit, and then do foundation as another layer, so that will give you heavy coverage. Or you can do 50-52, like how I mix here, because this is a cream to powder foundation. So here it's going to give you the what is it, like freedom of mixing them here itself. And you can even mix a little bit of pearlizer, little bit of foundation, and little bit of CCTM, so that way you will be able to get the control. And I'm going to mix the medium concealer here, and a little bit of a medium concealer should work for me, because since I have color corrected with orange, I wanted it to cover it nicely. That's the reason I'm going with adding the concealer. I think if you want a matte look, the day I have showed mixing it with our natural translucent powder, so that again will really help to get the coverage. So based on your day, for example, even if you have both, based on the day you the coverage you want, you can do accordingly. CCTM is like more of your everyday coverage, like your for people who doesn't like heavy foundation at all, then you can always go with CCTM. You can see just by stippling, this is called stippling. Instead of wiping motion or doing it in circle, you will keep pressing it against your skin, so that's going to really cover it nicely. So, and it also, CCTM has green pigments built in. Similarly, green will conceal any redness going on. So that's the beauty about CCTM. Even though it's light coverage, it's still going to cover the redness or anything around the area. You can see the difference once I do on one side. That's why I'm doing just one side, for you to see how evenly it covers. And if you are oily skin person, once you do CCTM, you can even just do our natural translucent powder on top. With CCTM, color matching is really easy, because we have only 6 shades to color match. And they also color adjust to your skin tone. So if you are starting with the foundation and you are just looking through, then start with CCTM, because CCTM is my all-time bestseller and it's easy to color match. You can see how evenly it covered versus my redness that's going on this side. So that's why CCTM, once someone tries it, they'll be like, they like it immediately. I think the day Janani was saying like how she likes it, because even under the mask it stays really well. And any of our foundation or even the primer, all of them are called non-comedogenic. That means they won't clog the pores. So I have seen many people will come back and say like, I am worried to try any foundation, because the moment I try, I will break out. That's because the foundation you have used so far is, one sec. I sat up. Yeah, sorry. The foundation so far you have tried are not non-comedogenic. That means they start to clog your pores. So once the pores are clogged, that means you will start to break out. So you should always pick products that are not clogging your pores. It's going to help, and all our products comes with the Senaplex complex. So having skincare within the makeup is like such a great way to do, so that it's not something heavy, and it never feels like as if you are wearing too many layers. So if you want heavy coverage, as I mentioned, what you will do is you will go over with any foundation on top of this. That's going to give you more coverage. I am not a heavy coverage person at all. So what I am going to show you is, I'm going to show you how we are going to mix the Nangai oil to it. So I'm going to do foundation on one side, and I'm going to Yes, yes, Juhi. Thank you so much. Yes, Juhi loves to color correct. So even today, that's what like I used terracotta. Even though it doesn't look as if I have much of dark circles, but still when you color correct, it immediately lifts your face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do pecan on one side, and I'm going to show how the nangai oil mixed with pecan on the other side. So if you are someone who has dry skin, then that really makes the difference and it will make it so moisturizing, and you are not going to use at all a lot of things at all. I'm going to use just a tiny drop. You can see how much I have used. Even for your face, you will just use one single drop. Here I'm going to mix them both and then apply it all over. And so with Sarnajan's products being what's it like cream to powder, it gives you so much versatility in each one. Can you see the difference? Here it's kind of a matte look because it's just foundation, whereas it has a very nice glow to it. At the same time, it's going to be moisturizing. So for people who feel that their foundation is going to be really what's the like drying for you. Hi Mansa, thank you for hopping on. Good morning. So the next thing is, I know we talked about color correction, concealing, coverage. The next one is about contouring. So there are 2-3 ways you can contour. You can either use like shadow sense color. My favorite way is, since I have used CCTM, my favorite way is use deep CCTM. I think you have got it in samples. When I send samples, sometimes I might send light or deep along with it. So using deep as your contouring will be really nice because they blend so well. The other two thing will be using deep concealer as your contouring. Here you will use just a tiny drop. Don't even add most, like you will be like fully blocked out. So use just a tiny drop because it's highly concentrated. And the next thing is, if you're using foundation, then picking a shade 2 or 3 darker. Let me show you an example. Yeah. So for example, this is my foundation shade. So picking a very dark foundation shade for contouring will be a good choice because they all are one formula. So they will blend really well. So what you will do is, you always start here because now you made it as a blank canvas, and whatever lines you had, that is gone. So here what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just draw a line along with my jawline. And similarly I like to use it here. And then who feel like you have double chin or anything, you always draw near your cheeks and do it here. That's all you need. And take a contouring brush and press it against your skin and then just wipe it across. This will blend so well along with your foundation, and it's going to bring back all the lines you had priorly, and at the same time they all blend well. That way it is not going to be harsh. If you are someone who likes your nose to be contoured, you can still do it along here. And I think yesterday there is a picture that was shared too, so you can always make sure to add those things wherever you need. I am just a few places. I'm not like into heavy contouring, but using these is going to give you, instead of like a white blank canvas, you will have your natural bone structure again, and it's more of an illusion. So that's why. So this is one thing. The next thing we always going to talk about Yes, try it with the sample Juhi, or else you can always pick it. Deep should work, or you can pick a darker foundation shades too. How we get tan and tan, dewy, and fawn, I think in one sample. Similar way, the deep will also be there. So picking those will help, and always for contouring and all, you can always get the travel size one, because this is going to last longer. You are not going to use all over the face. So since you are going to use just a tiny amount, you can always grab the samples or even the travel size. So that's again another way. And the next thing is, what else I need to talk about highlighting. Before that, so for highlighting also, there are 2-3 ways you can do. Since I have color corrected using CCTM, I can even go over just the medium concealer itself for just to having an underneath. So let me show you how I do. Similar way, take a tiny amount. You don't even need a lot when it comes to Senegens with any products. So I'm going to, there are 2-3 ways you can do it. You can just do the inner corner and the outer corner. So what it does is, it's going to just make your face lifted, or you can do underneath and just take it this way. So when you highlight, it's going to help lift your eyes, and I'm going to blend, so don't worry about it. So it's one is doing it all over, and the second one is just doing the corners. You can just do this corner and just do the outer corner. Let me go over my foundation brush itself, which I'm searching. So I got it. So always press it against your skin, and I know when you just see it individually, they may look heavy, but once you finish with your eye look, because today I'm not talking about eye look, that's why I'm not doing it. We are just concentrating on priming, contouring, highlighting, all those stuff, powders. So you can see this will just lift your face and make it look elongated. I know many of you who have a dark circle and who have hooded eyes. Doing these and all will make your eyes a center of your attraction, and always press it against your skin, and don't wipe it across. You can always see I still have some. If you want to still highlight more places, the one thing you can do is, you can always do here, and you can, we have contoured here, right? So similar way you can do underneath to highlight. So it is like creating an illusion on where you want the attention to be. So you are taking away the attention from the places, like some people will be really worried about their nose. So that's why you contour here and highlight in the middle. That way you make a illusion that your nose is going to be like this instead of like a bulkier one. So these are just simple concepts, but it will make your everyday look to a new extent. So after all this, if you're oily skin person like me, you can just go over a tiny bit of powder. I think I have showed you the natural translucent powder. So our powders come in this kind of pouches, but I don't like to use it that way, because here I have more control. So I like to take it in a container. You get these things in Amazon anytime. So I'll just dust it off a little bit. Our powders, I think I covered even in one separate week. Our powders are so molecularly thin. They are just one particle away from being liquid. Hi Kusuma. Thank you for all the love. So I'm just going to go over powder, but as I was saying, there are multiple ways for you to use the powder. Thank you, Da. I got a call. So there are multiple ways for you to use the powder, and You can mix them, you can use them as it is. And for people who like light coverage, if you don't mind, if you don't have any blemishes, you don't need to cover or you don't mind covering, then you can go with powder itself. And our powder also has what is it, like a sun shield in them. So all our if you see our CCTM and foundation, no, Juhi, unfortunately not. Let's wait for, oh my god, it's raining heavily. In April, they always release new products and new things. Let's hope they bring something. But Juhi, you are down across my street. You can come and try. I have all three with me. So powder, you can come and try anytime. So what I was saying, yes, day cream has a mechanical equivalent of SPF 15. CCTM has a mechanical shield of SPF 15. Foundation has SPF 15. So if you are layering day cream, day moisturizer and CCTM and foundation, that means you have a coverage of equivalent of SPF 45 on your face. So it is not equivalent to a chemical, what is it, like chemical sunscreen. This is like a mechanical protection. Think like as if you have a shirt on top of your face. So this is called sun shield. So it's going to act as your sunscreen for the face. So that's again, I hope I didn't talk. So next thing, so we saw contouring, color correction, CCTM, foundation, and what else? Now concealing. And now we need to go for, we saw a bit of highlighting. I will still go over pearlizer, but let's do blush first, and then let's do highlighting with the pearlizer array. So if you are someone who likes yes dear, I can show you the powders. So we have 3 powders. One sec. My whole desk is a mess this whole week. Yeah, sure. No, I just I mean, I was doing one after the other. That's why I was saying, like, so far I did first I showed primer, I showed lip voluminizer as my lip. I like to use it as to moisturize before going over lip sense, and then I did orange terracotta for my color correction. I did color correction. Then I mixed concealer for my face. Then I showed foundation and Nanga oil. You can see, do you see the difference now? Yeah. So it is like a matte foundation, whereas when you mix Nanga oil, it's going to give that glow immediately. I don't have pearlizer or anything in my hand. It's just the glow. So here with the powders, we have 3. One is the natural translucent powder, which is you are going to use all over the face. The next one is bronze dust, which I was showing the contouring with CCTM, like the deep CCTM I used for contouring. Instead, if you are a powder person, then you can use bronze dust as your contouring. And I have silver dust for blush. So let me show in the tub. Hopefully I don't drop it. Yeah. So this is natural translucent powder. So you can see it's very, very thin. So this is for your all over face. And the next thing will be these 2. I have it here. This is the silver dust, silver rose. Silver rose has kind of a glittery finish to it. Let me use my brush to show you. I don't know whether you can see. Maybe I need to do it in my hand, but it has a silver dust finish. So if you are not a glittery person, then think, but if you like glitters, then this has glitters in it. Let me just use my brush to show. Yeah, you can see the silver dust in that one. Hi Prashanti, good morning. I'm going to try using it in my hand. Yeah, here you can clearly see. Do you see the glitters? Yeah, it has a lot of glitters. So for people who like their blush to have glitters, then this will be yours. I can take a video like yesterday. I know the camera will never pick. Yes, and the bronze dust is nothing but it's a clear bronze colored one. It doesn't have any glitters to it. So for people who like contouring with powders, similar way, you will just take it. I like to have this, that way you have control. Hi Sangeeta. So the similar way you will do your contouring using this. So you can see it, you just start with a tiny amount, don't start a lot. So that's the one we talked about it. And what's the next one we need to, yeah, we were talking about actually blush. So you can either do like a cherry, we have I think 6, even terracotta is a blush. So the one I color corrected. So here we have cherry, we have pink berry, and there is pink berry, and we have bronze as a blush too. So there are choices there, no problem Kusma, you are welcome. And if you love pearlizer mixed with this is a mini pearlizer, which is like a this one is called Firefly. So this is going to be similar to this one, but here it's a matte version, here it's the shiny version of it. So it's obviously going to be little bit with shiny. Or you can always mix our what is it, like a Make Sense foundation, the original pearlizer with cherry, or you can always use any of our shadow scents as your blush shade. So this is dusk shimmer, this will work really well. So whether depending on your matte person or a shimmer person, you can always use. So this is Desert Rose, which is my favorite blush anytime. So there are tons of ways to use. The silver rose I showed, that's again a blush. Any particular choice you guys want to see, I can show any one. Like I can show the mini pearlizer, I can show the cherry blush scents, or I can even show the shadow scents as blush. Anything is fine. If you have a choice, let me know, or else I will pick one. So we even have amber, we used to have moonstone. So if you are looking for a mini pearlizer size, these are mini, you can see the size difference between that. So this is our original pearlizer size, and these are called mini pearlizers. But mini pearlizers come in with what is it, like tinted ones. So we have one with like a pearly white one. This is pink and this is amber. So pink, obviously you will use it as a blush. Amber, for people who are like too not tan at all, who are like very fair complexion, you can use it as even your body, like a what is it, like a JLo glow kind of, like it will give a nice sun-kissed tone to it. So you can use that. I like to use when I'm keeping everything like a gold tint, like a brown lip, something like that, then I like to go with this one as my blush. If I'm going with pink and bright tones, then I like to go with this. And obviously when I'm not having any color choices, then I will do the white one. So let's do the pearlizer. Maybe since we used blush as our concealer, I will use the Firefly as my blush. Where is my blush brush? Blush brush, I don't see it. Did I drop it? Yeah, it's here. Yes. So sorry. As I was saying, my whole desk has like tons of products the whole week, whichever I used. So if you can use your hand as your palette anytime, or if you have even a wax paper. Sometimes I use even these tops. You can even use it, because instead of going just with this, because you don't even know how much it's going to come, if you spread it here, it will get evenly spread and you know how much it is, and it will take away the extra. So that way you will go very light when you go. And I like to take it all the way up from my outer eye to all the way up. So that's my way of doing the blush. I I like it to be light. If you are someone who likes nice rosy pinky cheeks, then you can go all over. I like it to be like a very what is it, like light touch. I don't press it hard. I like to do it very light, and always you do this way so that you can see my face is a round face. So by doing these and all, it's going to just make it look as if it's elongated. So all makeup is just an illusion. Kuzuma was keep on talking about it this whole week on how it is what is the like changes. So makeup is nothing but how you want to present yourself. There is no right or wrong way. I always feel what is comfortable to you, what looks good on you, you just learn it and just go over with it. That's how I like to present it. I still have some. So, and other thing I want to also show is, for example, if you have gone like this, okay, I wanted to show how you can correct your mistake too. Do you see? I have added more. Don't even worry about it. Just go with your foundation brush which you used and just gently top over it. That's all. Makeup, that's why I always tell them that don't worry about makeup. It is something you can correct anytime. It is not something like what is it, like you cannot reverse it or something. It is whether you pick a wrong color, whether your color looks dull, anything you can change it. So don't even bother about it. And it is about how you carry it end of day, and I never worry about what others say. So don't mind, I always sit on top of them because what it helps is it helps to melt them really nice. So that's the one I like about it. And for my top, what I was thinking is I can even show desert rose, and bottom I'm going to do the green. Or if you want, you can always do your top too. But since today I'm just concentrating more on what is it, like other things, I just wanted to finish it off with this. If I think I still have to go over pearlizer alone. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask. I'm just going to go a very light layer of natural tan to color correct on all over my eyelid. I was so happy when natural tan has become added to the permanent line, because candlelight is a little light for us, and what is it, like natural tan is what I like. Even the day you are not wearing any eye color, you can still do natural tan just to color correct your base, because we all have veins, and it will since I was color correcting too, this will help to conceal all those. So you can always use your foundation too, but I prefer to use the Shadow Sense. Shadow Sense again comes with anti-aging benefits, including our makeup remover like Foops remover or anything. Everything comes with Senaplex complex. So why not use something that is going to help having anti-aging benefits while you wear it. So I'm going to go over Desert Rose, which is my all-time favorite shade. Even that day I think Juhi was asking. So Desert Rose, you don't even need to have a brush. You can just blend it with your fingers. It's like a buttery consistency, and it will melt literally in your skin, and it's such a pretty pink. I forgot the name of the movie. I think I mentioned it once in that movie. It's a Hindi movie where everything used to be slow. I mean, the whole movie used to be very, very slow. Slow means for every line there used to be like a background music, and it used to be Vivaga something. I forgot the name. In that, the heroine will have the entire time, she will have this kind of pink eye all the time. You can see how well it blends. You don't need any fancy brush or anything. You can just press it against your skin. That's all you need, and that's it. It's Desert Rose is my favorite, and Desert Rose you can use as your blush too anytime. So these products will last you so long, because it's being creamed to Yes, Prashanti, it is like a must have, and I'm so happy these colors get added to a permanent line, because when it's in permanent line, we don't have to worry about whether it gets sold out like the limited editions are. So that way, this is a color that can work on any skin tone, and whether you are a beginner, whether you are like a pro in makeup, this color is such a good one to have in your list. So make sure you grab Desert Rose, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the green, because my dress has green, so I'm going to do the green pencil even though it's not in stock. It's such a pretty shade. I love this green on ours to do as a eyeliner. You can do it on top too, and you can do it on bottom. If you haven't used Sanajan's pencils, you are really missing it out. Yes, it is so creamy and it stays all day. And thank you guys, thank you so much for all the love. This whole week I was like stretching my bed, because as you know, I'm a morning person, and getting ready in the evening, it was so fun, but at the same time it's a lot of work for sure. So yeah, it's so easy to apply, like, and it gives you such a different look from what you do every day, because we are always used to having what's it like having black and brown and all, and using such a color is going to give you such a different look. And if you want, you can always do it here. I may do a black on top for a change and green on the bottom. I don't know where did I keep my black. I had it here. Let me just check. Yes, I have it here. Yes. So as I was saying, there is no right or wrong rule. You create your own eye look. So even if you are not an eyeliner person, just doing this in your waterline, this is called your waterline, is going to make you look you are what is it like, as if you have done an eyeliner. So if you are someone who hasn't versatile in your eye look, I mean in eyeliner look, just do this, because here you are not has to be precise and all. You can just finish it. You can see it just makes it as if you have a thicker eyelashes. So these are just simple tricks, and it's going to help the difference from a normal day. That's why everybody talks about my before and after pictures, but to be frank, that's what, like, I never use what's it like filters. I never use any apps unless it's an eye look. I don't use it eye looks, because sometimes it doesn't show up in the light. So that's the only place I will use some app to just enhance the shades. But other than that, my everyday pictures are as it is. That's why I was struggling for evening pictures, because I like to take it in the morning sunlight. That is your natural light. It's going to give you all the beauty you need, and you don't have to, because seriously I don't have time also to process each and every picture of it. If you know my picture, yes, it makes the eyes look big, and it also finishes the whole eye look, because mine is like more of an almond shape. So doing that is going to give a nice finish to the eye look. And for lips, I had the new Purple Rain in mind. I can even finish it offline. Oh, I didn't finish the pearlizer. Let me finish the pearlizer alone. So pearlizer, you will use it in tons of places, because I know many of them grabbed this week. So let's go over one by one. So the first place will be using it below your brow bone and also above the brow bone. So you will just take a tiny bit and use it underneath your brow bone. So that's your first place. This not only cleans whatever you have gone extra, but also it gives a nice lift to the eyes. And similar way, you will go above your brow bone. So around the brow bone, do it and just blend it across. Okay, that's the first place. And the second place would be obviously using it on your nose bridge, because here you are making your concentration to come here. Do you see? It highlights the place rather than even though we didn't do any contouring, here still your nose will pop. You can also do it in your cupid bow here. Yeah, this is another place you will use, and obviously you will use it in your cheeks. So where is my highlighter brush? You can always use any fancy brushes like you want to, or you can use your finger. So start really small. So just here, after your blush, you are just going to use it and always blend it across. I will like to go over my blush brush and just press it. All Sanajan skincare, press it against your skin. It's that way they melt with your body heat, and you can always use it anywhere you want a healthy glow. So it's going to look really nice, whether you want it to be in your shoulders, whether you want it to be here. And you can also use as an all over pearlizer and then use CCTM, or you can just mix it with day cream and use the pearlizer as it is, or you can use mixing with blush, or even mix it with powder. Like it's such a versatile product. I will just apply it all over here, then we'll see how much glow it gives. I'm going to just brush it across to show. Oh, hope you can see it. Do you see? This is just the normal thing. This has the whole glow of everything. I think it has silver rose, it has nanga oil. So this is going to be my favorite hand today. So that's the one. I think maybe I will hop off and do my lip look, and hope I have covered everything that's been talked about it this week. And as you all know, I hit the ruby, and I'm going to add one more price pack, and I want to give for everybody in the group. So it doesn't have to be whether you bought it or not, it's for everyone in the group. So I'm going to add that too. I didn't bring it. I will show it what I'm going to give. And because I really want to thank you guys for being there every single day and cherishing whatever I was doing, and it really motivates me too. So I'm going to add that half for everybody. Thank you, Prashanti. It was everyone who pitched in, because they all are like so busy, and you all were there every single day to cheer us on, because it makes a lot of difference. Instead of always hearing from me, I wanted you to hear from others' perfect perspective too, because it makes a huge difference when they see them transform every single day. And similarly with skincare, because when I show the whole book, people will immediately get think that, oh my god, where should I start, what should I do? But when they see others also use and how much time it's going to take, it's going to have them also feel confident to start with somewhere. So that's the reason we did this whole month, and I was really happy that we come this far, because it is like what is it, like instead of just me, that's why I always consider reviews very nice, because people always want, even if you buy from Amazon or anywhere, the first thing we always go is go check other people's review. That's why when customer shares from their perspective, it makes a huge difference. Even though how much ever I talk about these products every single day, it makes a bigger impact when a customer comes back and talks about it. So today we pretty much covered every single thing. I believe primer, concealing, color correction, powders, foundation, CCTM, contouring, and what else, highlighting. So if you have any doubts, please ask me anytime. And makeup week is coming to an end by this Sunday night. So if you want to grab any of these products, please feel free to send me a picture. I can always color match. And in website you all have the option to grab the liquid liner or the pencil liner for any $100 or more order. So make sure to grab it. And other thing I remembered, I know many of you are Kiss and Tell members. Today I am going to make a post for you to share your Kiss and Tell link. So why I'm saying this is, for example, if you share a link and if someone clicks that and they sign up and buy, you get $15 again. So that is why the program is called Kiss and Tell. And I want you to go and check your first mail where you got the link. I know I have once posted Soumya's picture, and she also got it and she was so happy about it. So I want you to have a place. I can even pin it to the announcement section. That way anytime when someone wants to sign up for Kiss and Tell, they can pick any one of the link and they can sign up. It's still going to be under me, but still you will get the benefits too, which is like a dual thing. So that way you will also get motivated to share. So I'm going to make a post, so don't miss that. If you are a Kiss and Tell member, go back and search your first mail when you signed up. You might have got a unique code that you can share with your friends and family. So each time when someone signs up using your link, and I think when they buy $100 for the first month, you are going to get $15. And if you're paying $100 in 3 consecutive months, you will again get another $15 to use on your own orders. Like it is like a cash. It's act like a credit card or cash. So I'm going to make that post, because that way you will get a benefit. Already I know you get so much benefits with Kiss and Tell, but this will be an added benefit, which is the sole purpose of it too. So it's the purpose itself is to use and share. So that's the one I'm going to do. So I will hop on. I'll just finish my mascara and lips, and I will post my pictures. And thank you so much for hopping on. I know it was such a short notice today I did, because I wasn't sure whether how it's going to rain and whether I will have some light to show up all these things. So that's why I was debating whether to do in the morning or afternoon, and then finally I ended up doing in the morning. So thank you so much guys. Have a wonderful Friday, and see you all soon.